Hello, baseball fans. Thank you for joining us for another episode of 6 Inning Stretch. We're coming to you from the Sports Interaction Studio. I'm Lindsay Dunn. That's Whit Merrifield, and we're joined by the best hair in baseball, Brad Keller. Thank you so much for joining us and putting up with Whit today.
I appreciate you having me. Get a 305.
Yeah, let's discuss. You're in Miami. How did this trip come about? And then I have so many questions for Brad.
Well, Brad and I are always been big college football fans. He's a Georgia boy. I'm a Gamecock, as you know, and we like to make some of these trips. We went to the one in LA back when Georgia played TCU in 21, something like that. And then just started talking about this game and pulled the trigger, made it happen. And he's got some Miami ties, which is turned out good because we booked the trip before Miami made it to the finals. And so it was cool. His brother and dad are down here who are big Miami fans. And I'm rocking the Indiana jersey because I have some Indiana ties. And
So,
yeah, just two Indiana ties. I got Kyle Schwarber, who's a friend of mine that went to Indiana, and a buddy of mine whose brother is on the coaching staff with Indiana. So we got some Indiana ties. So we're going Hoosiers today.
Wow. Brad, why are you friends with Whit? That is like number one question.
First question. Not really sure,
Default.
Yeah, basically. No, yeah, we played together for a long time and just got to be close. And we lived together in spring training and in season a couple times. So became really close friends over the years.
SEC boy.
Yeah, no, it's just, I always wonder what life is like for Whit's wife because he seems like such a pest. So you lived with him. Honestly, what was that like? I can't believe you're still friends with him.
I mean, it was great. I mean, we had a great time. Yeah, we had a great time. We were always doing stuff. We were golfing a lot. We were watching a lot of college football. We had a little routine during college football season that we went to a coffee shop, watched some game day, on our way, back to the house, watch some, noon games before we had to go to the field. So we always enjoyed our time together for sure.
A lot of shared interests: golf, football, beer.
a lot of shared interests. Simple man over here,
Well, we talk about football, golf, and beer. I want to talk about the outfit from the photo you posted of you wearing the captain's hat. Is this like the Miami look for Whit? Like what the hell is happening?
So we went to a party last night at Live in Miami, and as you walk in, there's like a whole shelf just full of captain's hats.
So we decided to toss one up.
Had to wear one, obviously.
Obviously,
it didn't come off. It stayed on the whole night too.
The whole night it was on. Yeah.
How many times did you say I'm the captain now?
I don't know. The night got a little fuzzy about an hour in, so there's no telling. There's no telling what went down.
Oh my gosh. I out of context is just that photo is hilarious for people that wouldn't know who you are. Just you guys sitting there. One guy's wearing a captain's hat. Yeehaw. I'll have to say.
The picture makes it look a little worse because none of these guys wore the hats. But if you looked in the club, every third guy was wearing a cowboy hat or a captain hat. So
that was the best photo ever. Another photo I love from your guys' friendship is that you met Red Panda. What was it like to meet the GOAT?
First off, unbelievable performance out of her. Whenever you see it, so I've seen it on videos before, but whenever you see it live, it's unbelievable. She's so talented to do what she does, and also it's hard to describe what she did, but. No, she's super cool. She really didn't say anything to us, but we took a picture with her. That was cool.
We got to hold her bowls. How many times you got to hold Red Panda's bowls? Come on.
Were they heavy? Do you remember the weight?
No. Yeah, I don't remember.
No, they weren't very heavy.
But just on top of a unicycle and those bowls on top of her head. It's crazy.
Yeah, she just got back and she just tore her hamstring.
Yeah, she did. So she got a little injury there. But
a lot of rehab.
Right back on the wheel.
When you guys talked about the shared interest you have of beer, golf, football, Brad, you did an interview where they asked you what would be your ultimate foursome when it comes to golf. What do you think his answer was? This is from 2022.
Probably like Kirby Smart, Tiger. Let's see. He's also a big Michigan fan, so like Tom Brady, maybe. I'm gonna say Kirby Smart, Tiger, Tom Brady in the foursome.
You got one right. Do you by chance remember a random interview from 2022, Brad, where you said what your ultimate golf foursome would be?
Well, let's ask him what it is now. See if it matches up.
Okay, yeah. Wait.
I don't remember that. I don't know who my foursome was. I don't know.
So what would it be right now?
But right now,
me.
Yeah. Good answer. That should be number one.
I think Kirby Smart's for sure in there now.
Is he?
I don't know if he was in there before, but I don't know.
Tiger?
I don't know. I think I actually did put a real golfer in there when I did that. I think I might have put in like did I put in Tiger? I'm not sure if I put in Tiger. Did I really? I'd say if it was my foursome right now, I'd say like Kirby Smart, Scotty Scheffler, and then I don't know, probably Jim Harbaugh.
Really?
Yeah. I think that guy would be awesome.
That'd be that would be a 4 hour. That would be a fun golf round. That guy's
he might wear cleats out there too, which would be
that guy's a lunatic. What was his answer back then?
Tiger Woods, Clayton Kershaw, and Matthew McConaughey.
Whoa.
Well, now
drastically different answers this time.
Big Brad now is on the WBC for Team America, and he's teammates with Clayton Kershaw. He'll be teammates with Clayton Kershaw. So
maybe we get out there and play some golf. I don't know if he plays golf or not, but that'd be fun.
And then get Matthew McConaughey in there. It can happen. I have full faith in this. I don't know about Tiger though. Whit can dress up. Whit, ask an intelligent question about him going to the WBC.
Yeah, just how did it come about being on the Phillies now as a new member? Was there some hesitation, and how pumped are you to be wearing the stars and bars, baby?
Yeah. First off, super pumped. I think it's gonna be unbelievable. I mean, the team we have is awesome. Like the guys that that are playing got kind of a loaded roster, and just obviously like the chance to play for Team USA is special. But there was some hesitation at first. I got a call from Andy Pettit when I was actually just finished up my physical with the Phillies. I was sitting in the about to board my plane, and he called me. He's like, "You got 15 minutes to talk?" I said, "Sure." So we talked about it all and reached out to my agent. I was like, "Hey man, heads up, I got this opportunity." We kind of talked about it. It's like WBC being in the middle of spring training, like you're gonna miss a good amount of the spring training. Being with a new team, like don't really know anyone with the Phillies. Don't know spring training is a good time to make that connection with strength coach, trainers, pitching coach, the whole nine. And then so I kind of was hesitant at first, and then I was actually last weekend I was at a wedding in Cabo, and I got a phone call and from an area around me, an area code, and I just didn't answer. And then I got a voicemail that says Mark DeRosa, and it's like should have answered that one, but he was like, "Hey man, we already talked to Dombrowski. He's cool with it. He's on board, and we'd love to have you." So I called my agent right away. He's like, "Well, if Dombrowski's saying I'm good, then I think we should do this." And he's like, "Absolutely." So let's roll. So here we are.
Andy Pettit calling you. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
So
stars and bars, baby. Big bad Brad coming in.
Big Bad Brad. Is that your nickname? Brad. I can't say it at all, so I'm just going to call you. Does anyone call you BK or hell no?
Yeah, actually, a lot of people do. Yeah. That was like my nickname in high school and stuff. Okay, so.
Like, what is it? Flowery Branch High School? What was your high school name? Because we have a wicked photo from you back in the day. Jacob, we could bring it up. It brings me great joy because I thought it was from like a book fair or something like that. Yeah.
Signing day?
Wait, have you seen this?
Look at that.
Oh, look at that fit.
Dude, I grew out my hair so long when I was in high school, thinking that it eventually was going to like fall down and like have like cool hair.
Nice flow.
And it just kept going higher and higher and higher. And at that point, I was like wearing only hats, so I was like, oh, I'll never not wear a hat. And then signing day came around, and it was like, you can't. I mean, you have to sign without a hat, then you put your hat on or whatever. And so,
Look at that ball of innocence right there. Just a ball of innocence. Now he's
that's a tough look.
been painted by the league.
The vest kind of flapped though.
The vest is the best of style.
The vest.
What? Or would you guys wear this fit in Miami right now?
No, you should have rocked that
I should have
with
honestly.
a green undershirt.
Yeah, I would look like a head ball coach. Put me out there, right?
Good. That's it. Get him a clipboard. So tell the people about free agency and Toronto, because I know Toronto initially there was some interest there.
Yeah, I did talk to Toronto for a while. So yeah, it was fairly early in the off season, and we talked for a good amount. They reached out to my agency. We I don't know, probably a couple weeks, and then they ended up signing Rogers, and then I didn't hear from them again. But no, we did have some conversations, and it was pretty cool.
See, that to
That
me
was
is
a little-
fascinating. But yeah, which is exciting for you. So you say you didn't hear from them again, because what I guess you could relate to this. If you guys are in conversations with a team and it seems like it's going well, and then you just don't hear from them again, and they ghost you like an ex-girl. Is that seriously how it works?
No, I mean, I think it's more so of like I think there's probably some professionalism, a little bit more than just like ghosting. But no, it's like I think they, like once they get their guy, it's like they got their guy and they go on to the next part of their off-season checklist, and so conversations just kind of dwindle.
Like if you're the Jays and you're looking for a right-handed reliever, you can't just like talk to one guy and then hope it works, and then doesn't work. You got to go to the next guy. You got to like throw the line out there for multiple people, and then kind of when the first one bites, you just kind of that's who you go with, and then you pivot from there. So they went with Rogers and should have got Brad, because I mean Rogers is good. He's kind of funky.
Yeah, he's the dog too.
But at least they can go to the Dodgers.
Oh my God, I don't want to talk about that. BK, we're happy you're with the Phillies. Would have been great if you were with the Jays, because then you could have had a guest spot constantly on this podcast. I clearly had no technical difficulties getting into this. But hey, Whit, nice haircut. You got a haircut for the trip.
I did. I actually was going to put a hat on, but I forgot. I was too worried about getting my Kyle Schwarber jersey on to put a hat on. But yes, I did get a haircut. My wife said I cut it too short, but I said I didn't cut it. He cut it.
This is such great riveting content for anybody listening or watching. So what I love, BK, is that the fences in Kansas, they got moved again, but back in, I think, 2020, when it was rumored to be,
Kansas City.
Damn it, I did this in episode one. And
actually in Missouri. The field is actually in
Kansas
Missouri.
City.
They're the Kansas City Royals.
Are you done?
Are you gonna get it right?
Probably
Don't disrespect the KCRs like that, all right?
KCRs, baby.
I'll disrespect what I feel like. And right now it was by accident Kansas City. But back in 2020, when they said that they were looking at moving the fences, Whit was like, this is great. And you actually put out a tweet saying, moving them in, I don't think they're far enough back. Just hit the weight room.
That's right.
Is this where we're still at?
Still
Is this
stand by
our...
it. Yeah. I'm still stand by it.
Lindsay, if you get me on this topic every day, this is going to be a literal fence riding podcast. All we're going to do is talk about fence riding.
I know. I just want you to get riled up so that he has to calm you down. Did you ever have to do
We're
that?
about to get riled up here in a little bit.
Oh, God.
Go Hoosiers. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh,
See,
man.
this is the thing. I'm like, all day.
Last night he texted Schwarber and said, if I'm pulling for the Hoosiers, what's their saying? Like, how do I say, to other Hoosiers to let them know that I'm cheering for them? And he said, say, go Hoosiers, ho, ho, ho. But it's supposed to be hoo, hoo, hoo. But
is it?
Yeah. And then he said, just say my name. And then
yeah, Kyle was like, either say go Hoosiers, hoo, or just yell my name and people will love you. So last night at the club, I was I was yelling Kyle Schwarber over the rail.
Oh, so
Yo,
funny.
ho,
Yeah, so who? Oh, wait, he texted. He said H-O, H-O, H-O. That's literal Santa verbiage.
You're at the club yelling.
I really didn't want to tell you because I wanted you to just keep saying ho ho ho, and all these Indiana people look at him like, "What is Santa calling?"
So wait, did you actually yell ho 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 at the club?
Oh yeah, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, sure did. Sure did.
There's probably video of that somewhere.
Oh, this very well might be my favorite guest we've ever had on. While we're sitting here, and when you sent that photo of you guys yesterday, where it looked like you were on a cruise together, you were listed as 6'1", Whit, and BK, you were listed as 6'5". But when I went on Reddit, which is
6'1".
you are not 6'1".
I'm all 6'1", top to bottom.
I will say he admitted yesterday. He said 6 foot on a good day.
Said I'm all 6 foot.
I'm all 6 foot on a good day. So 6'1" is.
Hey, it's media. That's a media listing, you know.
You look like a foot taller than him when you guys are standing beside each other. Because I remember like years ago, I think you guys were on the MLB network together, and I also looked like he just looked like your little buddy that tagged along. So you look like
that's 4 inches according to the media guide.
You know the media is wrong often, Whit.
No, never.
No. Okay, then last thing, because I think you guys clearly need to go and enjoy life. Whit, say your favorite thing about BK.
Favorite thing about BK? BK's a yes man. He's a yes man. He's always down for a good time. He's always down. Hey, Brad, let's go grab breakfast. Hey, Brad, let's go grab a drink. Hey, Brad, let's go play golf. Hey, Brad, let's go to Miami for a championship game. Hey, he's a yes man. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Gotta have yes men around.
Here for a good time, you know?
Oh, what is your favorite thing about Whit? Because I'm really curious.
What is this? What is this? This is like a love show? Like, I mean, what are we doing here?
It looks like it. I don't know. You went on a cruise together and you're wearing a captain's hat, Whit. I don't know what to take out of this.
I mean, we're just here to talk shop and get ready for a football game. All right. So let's ask Brad one more baseball question and then he can go. All right. Let's not ask him the lovey-dovey question.
Okay, lovey-dovey question about the Phillies, and I know you've been asked this before. When you had like your introductory press conference and people talked to you about you signing there, what has you most excited to join that organization? And I'm asking this as someone that covers the Jays and is a Jays fan.
I think what's most exciting is like the little win there. Like every year they're in the playoffs, trying to win a World Series, trying to get there, trying to bring some championships back to Philly. That was like my one thing during free agency this past year. It's like last year was my first taste of postseason, first taste of winning. And so it's like that's what I want to continue. It's like once you get a taste of that, you just want to continue to strive for that and feel like you can achieve that every year. And I feel like the Phillies are a really good organization for that. So I'm most excited about getting there and winning some ball games and hopefully winning a World Series.
Great answer.
Phillies Jays 2026 World Series.
That would be great. This segment presented by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction, Canada's homegrown sportsbook. Wait, let's talk a little NFL.
Yeah, it's got to be. We're gonna go with the Super Bowl odds for the Super Bowl winner, and it's got to be Seattle. Seattle looks like the dominant team right now, and you gotta. If I'm placing a bet on the Super Bowl winner, I'm taking Seattle plus 150 right now. I think they're gonna steamroll their way into the Super Bowl, and I think should be a good Super Bowl. But I'm taking Seattle, New England, and Seattle to win plus 150. Look it.
It's got to be Seattle. It's got to be Seattle. I like the confidence. Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino has you covered with pitch-by-pitch live betting and easy deposits and payouts. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Go to sportsinteraction.com/BJN to open an account for Ontario residents only, and you must be 19 or older to play. He's a lovely human that has amazing hair. We'll leave it at that. We do appreciate that you got a haircut. We have to talk about Bo Bo's flow, big popular moment that happened in his time with Toronto. As people love the bobblehead that actually had some hair, Bo's flow, but he's no longer a Toronto Blue Jay. He signed with the Mets. Were you surprised by him signing with the Mets for how much he signed for, the fact that he signed with them, and that he apparently is going to play third base?
I would say the third base part is a little surprising. Not that it's something I didn't think he would do or could do. It just, you didn't really hear much about third base. It was all usually like, if Bo's not going to play short, he'll probably play second. I think he'll be a good third baseman. Going to the Mets is a little surprising in just the sense of, again, they weren't really on the radar. It didn't seem like with Bo. But I do know that he and Marcus have a great relationship. They're very close. And I'm sure that had, along with making a lot of money with the Mets, being able to be back with Marcus again, I'm sure there was some pull there for Bo. And he'll love it. He's always loved that stadium. I remember him saying that when we were together, that for whatever reason, he always saw the ball well there, and he really enjoyed playing in that stadium. And now it'll be his home stadium. So happy for him, excited for him. And he gets to go ball out for a couple of years and do it all over again.
I think, some of the fan base's reaction is like, the sky is falling. Bo's not on the team. The team's not going to make it back to the World Series. But like, their infield is pretty crowded as it is. Like, I understand he had a good bat. He had that amazing moment in Game 7 of the World Series. You were the expert, though, Whit.
Yeah, so here's what I know about Bo and Toronto. I know for a fact Bo loves Toronto, loves the Jays, loves the city, loves the fans there. I also know that there was some stuff along the way that happened with Bo and the coaching staff, and like any relationship, whether it's with your coworker or anybody really. I mean, there's going to be times along the road that you're going to have disagreements, and you're going to have to handle those certain ways. I know I've had them, on teams that I've been on, and it's a very common thing when you're around people for a long time for things you disagree on. There was some stuff that went on with Bo and the Jays as far as, some of the front office and coaching staff that I think maybe tainted that relationship a little bit. And so I don't know how negotiations went. I don't know how involved Toronto was in bringing Bo back. I know they probably tried a little bit, for the city's sake. But I think that it was probably inevitable a little bit that they ended up parting ways. So I wasn't surprised that he didn't go back to Toronto. I really would have been more surprised if he would have been back in Toronto, just from, again, some of the stuff that happened along the way. And it's not that I think that they ended on bad terms. But I just think it was probably best for both parties that ended up somewhere else.
The lovely Dodgers word came up. I was just happy he didn't sign with the Dodgers, because at this point, if you're a Jays fan, you're like, anywhere but the Dodgers. Yeah. Or Kyle Tucker, $60 million. I know the whole deferred payment crap per season, but $60 million for a player that's not even in the top 15 for MLB top players, and I think would bat maybe fifth. For me, this is insane, but I am sometimes, as you know, not rational. So when you see he's getting that kind of coin for that many years for how he's produced, is this just the way that we're at now? Or were you also surprised?
I was surprised at how much money. I knew he would make. I know he would have a nice contract. I was surprised that $60 million a year is it's a lot. It's a lot of millions. And I mean, I think he's a great player. The top 15 thing, I probably have him higher than that, frankly, just because of, I think he's got probably the best left-handed swing in baseball. I think Shohei's, probably got more power, but I think Kyle's swing, the reason it's so appealing to me is because there's so much room for error in his swing. that he can be off a little bit and still have success. So for me, if I was, looking to sign a player, that's the kind of stuff I would look for, is somebody that doesn't, his swing can go through tough times, I guess, when your swing doesn't feel right, and still be able to produce. And that's what his swing has. So I love his swing. He's a Gold Glove defender. He's a good athlete. So yeah, I think he deserved a lot of money. Again, $60 million a year is crazy to think about. I do know with the Jays, it did come out, but I don't know Kyle, but I know people in his camp like really well, and we were gonna have they agreed to give us the exclusive if he'd sign with the Jays, like to let us break it or whatever that's worth. So that didn't happen, but so I do know that. Yeah, but when he signed, his agent texted me and was like, "Hey, the Jays Kyle really wanted to go to Toronto. The Jays offered him 10 years for $350, which ended up coming out. They needed a little bit more based on Kyle and his market and comparables, and Toronto just wasn't willing to do more than 35 a year. And everyone has a value for different players, and so Toronto felt that his value was 35 a year for 10 years, which is an incredible offer. The Dodgers came in and said, "How about 60 a year?" So it's hard to say no to that. But I do know that Kyle really, really did want to go to Toronto, and just didn't work out.
If I gave you and BK $60 million for your night in Miami right now, how would you spend it?
We would have it no more. He'd be gone.
Ridiculous.
We would have bought definitely matching Miami Vice white on white get ups. We would have taken a PJ from our hotel to the Live, which is 2 miles away. So we would have flown, or maybe a helicopter. It'd have been a great night.
Well, I'm not sending you $60 million or even $6, but I do hope you guys have a great night. I know you're going to go let it rip. I went on. Yeah, I said it wrong. Yep. There we go. But thank you for doing this, and have fun. Go Miami. And thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of 6 Inning Stretch.
Ooh.
Thanks for watching this video. If you want more interviews, analysis, or Blue Jays news from the 6 Inning Stretch, make sure to hit the subscribe button below or watch more of our content over here.